What's up guys, welcome to ForeverPlays, the series where I'll give you your start on the journey in games where I feel like you will be able to play them forever. First up is a humble beginner, Factorio. This is a game that's so detailed, it's amazing. I've spent days in this game and I'm pretty sure that you will as well. So let's get cracking with episode 1. There has never been a finer miner. So in this episode, we're going to focus on just setting up your mining, getting your resources all coming and flowing to you so you can start on making electricity. We're just going to start the map as standard, not changing any settings at all. Let's just give us a random seed and see what we get. So if you're unaware of what Factorio is, you've been travelling around space in your spaceship and you've crashed onto an alien planet. You need to build a factory which will be able to get a rocket to get you back home. But the problem is that the more pollution that you create in your factory attracts more and more natives which want to destroy it. So you need to build turrets to defend your factory and various different things along the way. The more you evolve in terms of what you can build, the better you'll be able to defend yourself, but at the same time the more pollution you'll create and the harder the enemies will come at you with different waves and different variations of themselves. So that's what it is, and to start with, you've got a wreck of your ship. There's a couple of things inside of it to make sure when you first do start the game that you have a little look around. These are going to be absolutely vital resources when you start mining your ores and minerals. I think I have checked everything to see what this is. Yeah. Right, so let's have a little look at the map where we are and just zoom out. Got some lovely copper ore, some iron ore next to it. What we're going to need is some coal though, and one thing that is worrying me, which I just spotted, is over there some very close biters. But down here we've got some coal, got a little bit of stone that's going to be quite valuable to us for building walls, building stone furnaces, etc. But for this episode it's mainly furnaces that we want to focus on building with that, and some mining equipment as well. So let's get started. First thing to do is start with coal. You're going to need that to power your other mining equipment as well when you start, before you move to generating electricity. So let's take a little walk down here. Now you press E and that'll bring up your crafting menu on your right and your character menu on your left. What's in your inventory with the amount next to it in the bottom right, and what you can see it's colourful, if that's the best way to describe it, is what you now have the resources before and what you don't. It will show you what you need. So for that we need 1.5 copper to make the copper sheet or the iron sheets. You need to put iron ore through the furnace. So let's get to this coal. Have I gone past it? I'm losing track of where I am. There it is. So you don't want to go too much into detail with this when you first begin around setting up production, because it's just going to be the case that they're going to get swapped eventually with electric mining drills, and they are way more efficient, and you're going to want to set them up with belts to feed directly into your furnaces, and then you'll have automated iron plates. And that's just the first step in your journey. So I'm collecting some wood here, and this is to make some crates. When a miner spits out whatever it is mining, if it isn't going onto a conveyor belt, or where it's spitting out into is blocked, it will only produce that one to fill the space, and then nothing afterwards. It completely stops production. So first thing you need to do is build something to hold it or to transport it somewhere else. And then we're going to take some of this coal and pop it into here. Now this green bar is it producing coal, and the red bar is how much coal it is using. So we'll be able to see that it's created 3 in here. I can click that once and drag it in, or I'll wait for it to produce 2. I can just control and click and it automatically drags it in for you. It's a handy little shortcut while you're playing this game. So while that's off producing, we're going to need to make another 2 mining drills at this stage. So let's have a look at what we need for them. So we're going to need some steel plate and some stone. Currently we've got 9. We need 1 more. So let's go over to the iron ore. There is a cheeky little bit down here. So while we're here, might as well just grab what I need. Perfect, okay. Just because it's going to be a lot easier to do this next to where the coal was being produced in the early stages, I'm going to pop a furnace down here. Pop that in there. Some more in it. You can also control click as well. So control click and it will drop them all in, and the fuel and vice versa. Or something that's already in there, you can't replace it in terms of fuel, but you can do it with the iron ore. So you can see there it's produced 4 plates. Let's take those, let's go to our crafting menu and see what goodies we can produce. So we're going to need 5. It's so dark. I should have eaten more carrots. Let's take some of this stone. Should be no. Perfect. Right, gonna grab 5 more because I'm gonna need it for another drill afterwards. It's nice because as it's counting up, you'll see the +1 stone and then in brackets next to it 5. There we go. We know we've got enough. I just need to go back and see if we've got enough coal in here for me to steal. If you control and right click, it halves the value and puts that back in your inventory. So it's really useful in the early stages where you need to be conservative with what amount of coal you've got. So let's set this up. We're going to need iron ore first and foremost. Let's half it again. That'll do for now. Make a little wooden box. Pop it down, capture all the goodies. There we go. Might as well just take another one of them. Keep this busy for the time being. Can't wait till I've got enough just artillery to destroy all these trees. Is one thing that is very satisfying, and the flamethrower. Soon I'll show you the wonders of this game, but we've got to start with the basics. Come on, there we go. Okay, so we need 3 more. Right, let's have a little look. Ooh, look at that. You're gonna need some more fuel. Okay. Right, that did. There we go. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Oh. 3 of these, and then we're going to go set up the copper burners, and there we go. We've got all of the ore that we could ever ask for ore. Yeah, sorry about that. Perfect. Right. Let's get crafting. One of these. these. That is a long old way away, isn't it? Gonna regret that. See, the best bit for you guys is this will be fast forwarded. You can also upgrade your pickaxe as well, so you mine a lot more at once per swing. That is in. I'll show you this actually, because this is very useful to know about. So if you press T, it brings up your technology tree or your research panel, depending on what you want to call it. These are all of the technologies that you can research, but you're going to need to be able to produce these red, I'm going to call them potions, but they're referred to as science packs. So you need to produce these red potions first, and you do those in automation machines. So you put a bunch of ingredients into there, and it will spew that potion. Right, so let's craft that. Gonna need a little box to put the goodies in, and I've already got one. Okay. Just because it's gonna make my life easier having these here. So let's pop one down for you. If you do need to pick up or move something, you can right click on it, it'll come back into your inventory and you can just place it back out. When you hover over something that you've already got in your inventory, like that, it'll flash, and then that way you know not to build it and waste time in your pocket, because everything will stack up one by one by one, what you've got in your production line in your hand. And when you need something desperately, like ammunition, and you need to make that while you're being attacked, you don't want to be in a vulnerable position like that. Right, so they're all mining. I think this is a good place to stop. You know what easy start of the game is. Get all of these boxes stacking up for you. And when you catch us next time, I'm going to have a couple of furnaces set up, and I'll walk you through how to automate your production a little bit better. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys, and hope you have a great day.